And last but not least, this is really hard to see. It's the AP question. Two runners, A and B, run on a straight racetrack for 0 to 10 seconds. The graph above, which consists of two line segments, shows the velocity in meters per second of runner A. The velocity in meters per second of runner B is given by the function v defined by v of t equals 24t over 2t plus 3. For A, it wants you to find the velocity of runner A and the velocity of runner B at time t equals 2 seconds. Indicate the units of measure. Alright. So for looking for the velocity of runner A and B, runner A we're going to find in the graph that we were given, and runner B is given by the equation that we have. So if we look at the slope, because this is a velocity versus time graph, we can find what the velocity is at t equals 2. We can't just draw a line and guess, so we're going to find the slope of the line first. So we're going from 0 to 10, so remember the y minus y1 over x minus x1 to find the slope. So it's 10 minus 0 over 3 minus 0, and our slope is 10/3. And we're looking for the position at time 2. So you can get 20/3, which is pretty close to what we see. It's not exactly at 6, it's a little bit above it. And then for runner B, we were given an equation for its velocity. It's v of t equals 24t over 2t plus 3. All you have to do is plug in 2, since that's the time we're looking for. So 24 times 2 over 2 times 2 plus 3. That's 48 over 4 plus 3 is 7. So this is your velocity for runner B. And this is your velocity for runner A. You can just leave them in fraction form because it's a free response. So you would get a point each for finding the velocity for runner A and one for runner B. Then the next problem, part B, wants you to find the acceleration of runner A and the acceleration of runner B at time equals 2. Don't forget to indicate the units. So this is velocity, so it's meters per second. Same with runner B, meters per second. They won't give you the points if you don't, because it specifically said indicate the units of measure, so they won't give you the point if you don't put in your measurement. And then for part B, It wants us to find the acceleration. It's velocity versus time, so the acceleration of this would just be, for runner A, would be 10/3, because that's how it's moving at a velocity of 10 meters per second at time 3. So that's runner A's acceleration equals to be 10/3. That's just the slope here. Since it's velocity, if you find the slope of the velocity, you get acceleration. And it's meters per second squared. For runner B, you just derive the the velocity equation they gave you. So v prime of t equals to be 24 times 2t plus 3 minus 2 times 24t all over 2t plus 3 squared. So that becomes 48t plus 72 minus 48t all over 2t plus 3 squared. 48t is cancelled. You're left with 72 over 2t plus 3 squared. After that, you can just plug in 2, because that's what we're looking for, a of 2. (72 over 2 times 2 plus 3), and it's all squared, so 72 over 7 squared, which is 49. And that is your answer. It is 72 over 49 meters per second squared, because it's acceleration. And you would get 1 point for each. 1 point for 10/3 meters per second squared, and 1 point for 72 over 49 meters per second squared.